Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joey G. Right back at you. Booking the WWE. I tell you, WrestleMania, as I said, wasn't one of the best. It was one of the worst. Raw last night. Roman Reigns. I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm the guy. To be honest, I dig it. I like it. I liked it better last week, though, when he was, when the crowd was booing him, he'd do the cocky smile, whatever this means. I mean, I used to do this to, make a phone call, but he was actually, pretty cool. And, but I think to be a monster, to book Roman Reigns, everybody said this, to be a big face, you got to sometimes be a big heel first. And, like his cousin, The Rock. But, I mean, why don't you just break the kayfabe? I mean, really, just break kayfabe. We all know that's Vince's chosen one. Vince wants Roman Reigns. He wants Roman Reigns to be the face of the company, just like John Cena was. Except Roman Reigns isn't John Cena. So why don't they just break kayfabe, say, hey, like they did with Mr. McMahon, and say, Vince said, this is my chosen one. Have Roman in a suit and tie. You know what I mean? Don't even gotta have him in a suit and tie. Just have him be, have him just kick ass. Just have him as a wrecking machine. Do the thing with Eva Maria. She's hated already. You put her with Roman, he'll automatically be hated. Again, more than he is now. You know what I mean? You make him into a monster heel. I've seen him in NXT with the ponytail and the suit. He looks like a friggin' a darker Triple H, just, taller and completely different. But, and that's the way you could do it, and AJ Styles, #1 contender. I mean, I was kind of thinking that could possibly be the main event of WrestleMania next year. I mean, because AJ Styles is hot right now. You know what I mean? But he's not going to win the title. He's not going to win the title of Payback in Chicago. It's going to be a great match. It's going to be probably somewhat the match like they had that Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns had a Fastlane a year and a half ago. It's going to be a good match, but it's going to, AJ's not going to win the title. I mean, Roman's going to keep the title. But I'm starting to like Roman. But it's that, I don't know, he's had that bad, I mean, you can't have tweeners. I mean, I hate that tweener thing. You gotta have a good guys or bad guys, you know what I mean? Or heels and faces. I mean, to be a face, you ain't gotta, like Austin. But like these tweener things, like tweener, it's alright once in a while, but not, I'm not for that all the time. You know what I mean? Good guys, bad guys, there's a big book on it, it's the Bible. You know what I mean? So heels, faces, that always works for me. You could be a face and be, anti-authority and be a wise ass. Look at The Rock. Look at Austin. Look at Bret Hart. You know what I mean? Look at Shawn Michaels. Look at Hulk Hogan. You know what I mean? Say what's on your mind. You know what I'm saying? Well, not Hulk Hogan. He did all that shit in the 80s. But, he reinvented himself when he became Hollywood Hogan. You know what I mean? Reinvented his career. But, just everything with WWE. I love Kevin Owens. I think I like Vince Russo. I can't believe Vince Russo trashed him. You know what I mean? But I think Kevin Owens is definitely a different looking guy. I mean, more than Samoa Joe. And there's another guy like Samoa Joe who will be brought right up to the main roster. But KO is the man. I mean, yeah, he did chase me at the Armory in Philadelphia in 2014. I mean, he was wrestling AJ Styles. He was on the second rope, and I don't even like Cena. I really didn't like Cena then. And I was just taunting him with, you can't see me, you need to stop this match with AJ Styles. And just started blasting me. And this is when it was leaked that he was going to NXT. And he was telling me you would go up north and you would kiss Vince McMahon's ass for $1 million. And I said, you know what, Kevin Steen? You're damn right I would. And I was like, what are you talking about? You're on your way to NXT. And it was like the crowd didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he's going to NXT. And I had the whole crowd. I was getting heat. It was like, them indie crowds. They get out. I was like, this is boring. They're old ladies looking like they want to kill me there. But back to booking the WWE and what they should do. Seth Rollins, when he comes back, he's gonna get a pop like Triple H got a pop in 2002. Seth Rollins never lost a belt, but technically, if you want to look at it like that, go back to WrestleMania 30. Randy Orton never lost a belt. Batista tapped to Daniel Bryan. Then Daniel Bryan forfeited the belt. Then Brock got the belt. You know what I mean? He beat Cena for it when he destroyed him. Then Brock never got beat for the belt. Seth cashed in and pinned Roman. And then Seth had to forfeit the belt. You know what I mean? So, he's going to come back and he's going to get a great a great response. Now, what is he going to be, a heel or a face? I don't know what that's going to be. Dean Ambrose, another guy I want to get on. Dean Ambrose, I lost faith in him at Survivor Series 2015. I really thought when they had that tournament after Seth got hurt and it came down to him and Roman, I really thought that Dean was going to turn on Roman. And he didn't. And Sheamus came down and cashed in, and that made it an alright pay-per-view for me. But Sheamus, I mean, come on, dude. I mean, I'll be honest, I like Sheamus better as a face. Or at least the ass kicker with the full-fledged hair, not the friggin' whatever he has, the stupid-looking shit. But, I mean, that's when I lost faith in Dean Ambrose. I mean, now they seem like they're I mean, that Ambrose Asylum thing I thought of like a year ago. I remember thinking they could do a show, and they just started saying the Ambrose Asylum stuff about a year ago after WrestleMania last year. And I said he's gonna have a show one time like that. And last night when he came out, he had the time. I said, "What? It's gonna be." I said to myself, "It's gonna be the Ambrose Asylum," and he did. He's gonna be feuding with Chris Jericho now, and that's gonna be cool. But at Payback, I mean, I think they're scheduled to have a match. They gotta have Dean go over. I mean, at one time I really did think Dean was the future of the WWE. And I still think he could play a great role, but after WrestleMania, I mean, he got massacred by Brock Lesnar. I mean, I thought that match was going to be like Edge, Mick Foley in WrestleMania 22. I mean, that match was just hard. I mean, for Brock, it was great. I mean, Brock just tossed him around like a friggin' rag doll. And Brock's the man, but he's part-time. You know what I mean? I wish Brock would be on the show more. I mean, I still want to see Brock and Roman, too. We never got a winner in that. I mean, Brock was kicking the shit out of him at WrestleMania 31, but we never got a winner in that. I'm still waiting for that. And that'll happen. You know what I mean? It's just all this, you know, the WWE, it's a lot of gimmicky stuff. You know, I just really, I don't get a lot of it. A lot of the NXT guys, I like Enzo and Cass. I like Baron Corbin, I'm a big fan of. He won that Battle Royal at WrestleMania. A lot of young talent, but WWE has to know what to do with it, what way, to go with it. You know? Roman Reigns has got, if he's going to be, make him a heel. You know what I mean? And WrestleMania next year, we all know that Cena is going to tie Ric Flair's record. Will it be Cena next year and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? I don't know. I mean, who's Roman going to face? Now, we know he's going to face AJ at Payback. AJ ain't going to win the title. But who's going to be opponents for Roman? I mean, down the line. I still, say, this thing that Roman's being, not a good guy, not a bad guy, that's going to get played out. He said it 2 weeks in a row already. And the New Day. Turn the New Day face is booty, because you can already hear the boos in the crowd. The WWE, I'm getting so sick of it. You can hear the boos. They're starting to get booed. They're starting to get played. That bootio shit, yeah, it was cool, it was fun. But when they were heels, they would rip on the town, they would rip on the sport. It was funnier. You know what I mean? It was just better. Bray Wyatt a face now? I mean, Bray Wyatt's a heel. How do you turn a dude like that into a face? Okay, I guess people will say The Undertaker. The Undertaker's different. The Undertaker isn't Bray Wyatt. The Undertaker didn't even talk when they turned him into a face. If you remember, they turned The Undertaker face because he stopped Jake the Snake from hitting Elizabeth with a chair. You young bucks out there don't know what I'm talking about. The older guys do. I mean, the people in their 30s and, 40s and late 20s. But, just turning Bray Wyatt face, I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Is it one Raw went off the air last night? Wyatt and Roman are face-to-face. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But the New Day, I say by SummerSlam, New Day is going to be getting booed out of the building. They're going to have to go back heels. You got Kazzo and Enz now coming up. You got the Vlad villains whose gimmick I thought was great in NXT, but the WWE, I don't think that gimmick is going to work. The Vlad villains, that kind of shit, I don't like it. I just don't think it was never a big fan of it. They can work, but I love Kaz and Enzo, though. They're, you know what I'm saying? I'm not jumping on the bandwagon, but I always like both. I like Kaz. That's my favorite. I mean, Enzo's, a funny dude, but I like Kaz. He's going to be a star. Baron Corbin going to be a star. Roman Reigns, they need to make a heel. Full-fledged, no tweener shit. Make him a heel. You know what I mean? The sunglasses, the ponytail. Let Vince just come out, because we all know it's Vince's chosen man. It's the one Vince is shoving down our throat. So just make it like that and keep it real. You know what I mean? The book in the WWE is hard. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of obstacles, but you can make it great again. You know what I mean? You can make it how it once was. But Roman Reigns, turn him into a monster heel. And let AJ carry these great matches with him. Because I think that's why they put AJ and Roman together. So AJ can, go with Roman in these good matches. To take Roman into because we all know AJ, he's no redneck rookie for all you young bucks out there. AJ's been all over the world, and he's been in TNA for the last 9 years, and Impact's on the night at 9 o'clock. Drew Galloway, a.k.a. Drew McIntyre, and Jeff Hardy versus Matt Hardy and Tyrus, a.k.a. Brodus Clay. I don't watch a lot of Impact. Bobby Roode, as you all know, is going to the WWE, going right to the main roster. Samoa Joe is in NXT. He's going up to the main roster soon. I don't know when Finn Balor is going to get there. But to watch out for this show, I'm going to be doing a lot of reviews from back in the day. You know what I mean? A lot of shoot interviews I want to review, like Jake the Snake, a lot of my favorite wrestlers, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. You know what I mean? Even the newer guys, Randy Orton shoots, Jericho shoots. I got some great Sid ones to review. Paul Roma. I don't know if any of you remember Paul Roma. I like Paul Roma. You know, Ric Flair and Hogan, you know, with Hogan's apology for his racial slurs and everything. I mean, Hogan talking about his 14-inch penis, and he's in court and he says, Terry Bollea doesn't have a 14-inch penis, but Hulk Hogan does. I mean, he's talking about himself in the third person. I think Hogan's friggin' lost it. But this is Joey G, and I'm coming back, and, you know, that's what's going on. But this is Booking the WWE.